Hello, Hubert here, sharing today's lesson. Today's lesson is to do first and to improve, then to improve afterwards. For people that need a bit of context, I consider myself to have become kind of a procrastinator. A procrastinator and a perfectionist, and sometimes it goes together. The real root of this, when I examine it, is that I fear to make mistakes. I look for the perfect way, and before I start to do stuff, I'm always researching because I want to do the best way. I want to provide the best quality, so I compare. I look at different ways of doing it. I weigh the pros and the cons. I try to find the best workflow, the best quality, the best way of doing this and that. And actually what it does is that I spend countless hours preparing, thinking about how, and I don't produce anything. At work, I'm given a task and I first start by researching, and after a few hours I still haven't done anything, and there is still nothing concrete to show my boss. There is still nothing concrete that looks like the beginning of a solution or even a working solution. And if all those time spent in researching I have spent by just creating a small prototype, throwing a draft and creating something that is working, not ideal, but working, that solves the problem, then it will be faster. And that's what I'm noticing more and more. I got thinking about this also because I'm a developer, and there is a development way that is advising exactly this, to have short cycles. You got an assignment, you got something to create. You create it as fast as possible with the less code, with writing the less instruction to your computer, so that it does the stuff, so that it solves the problem. And then you improve it. Then you want to make it better. Then you improve it only when you have a working solution. And that's the same also in life. In life, when I have to do some project, I have to do some stuff that are very important for me and I really want to do them, I notice that I take a lot of time. I spend time researching, I spend time looking for the best way to do things, and I'm just wasting time. I'm just buying out time not to act. Lately, I wanted, for example, to learn how to book my firm. So I started to look at hundreds of books and spend a few hours just reading those books to get the foundations, because I thought I need to understand everything that is going on before I start the book. And what happened is that a few weeks and months went by and I still haven't done anything. I still don't know how even to book a simple invoice. The simple invoice, for example, for the telecommunication, for the internet or for the phone, that is exactly the same every month except for the number of the invoice and the date. But then it's the same amount, the same category, the same way of booking it. So the best way to do it, and the way I'm doing it right now, is I take this example, this invoice, I book it first, doing exactly as my accountant is doing, changing only the date and the invoice number. And then I learn if I need to, and if I notice some terms and some things that I don't understand so well, then I do a bit of research, just understanding those terms, not further, and then I continue with the next thing to do. The same thing with the project, with those video here. I wanted for a very long time to create videos, but I was always reading advices on how to find your voice, how to create efficient videos, how to do it better, and so on. I always wanted to do a diary. I was always thinking, what is the best format for a diary? I was researching what best time to write a diary, and in the end I just figured out, you know what? After researching and wasting kind of a few months and weeks, I thought, let's just start. Let's just say, okay, today I'm gonna record a video whenever I have time, as long as it's one per day, and I'm gonna share a lesson. I'm gonna share something that even I would like myself to remember, so something that I can review later. It's a note of something that was valuable that I learned during the day, and I'm gonna record it because then it's easier. I just grab my phone, I just put on record, I just talk, I just explain, and then I save it and I upload it. The same thing. Then you ask, then first you act, and then you improve. And it got me thinking, the last thing that I want to share to you, it got me thinking about this book, Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone, when he explains that a lot of people, they focus on the wrong things. They focus on problems that are not yet there. He says that first you got to get so many clients, so many inputs, so many people wanting your product, and then you worry about how you're going to take care of them. Don't worry first about how to take care of them, how to make sure that there are enough people coming to your seminar, how to make sure that you have the possibility to serve everybody. First, you prepare your product, and then you ship it as fast as possible to as many people as possible. And then you're going to worry how to make it better so that everybody gets it, how to improve, how to scale. And it's exactly the same thing with me. Sometimes I notice that I create a little project and I already think about scaling. I already think about how I'm going to do it, how to prepare it so that when it's very successful, I can scale. No, first throw it out. First put it out there, then you're going to worry. Then it's the question and the problem is for later. Your problem now is to get acting fast. So once again, first things first. Then you improve. First you act, then you improve. First you make it, then you make it better. Cheers.